Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Spring Porter with Spring Solutions LLC. In this video, I wanted to do something slightly different. This is not covering the topic of bankruptcy unclaimed funds. I stumbled on this site a few months back, but I have not actually dug into it deeper because it seemed like it might be too difficult to penetrate through and try to get these claims. But I wanted to show you that it is here in case someone else likes to do research and likes to dig in deep. They may be able to find a way to get through to these claims. So HUD is the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, right? And this is their website, HUD.gov. This is for individual homeowners that have mortgage insurance, right? So unclaimed funds, you type that into the description box up here or the search bar engine. And if you go here, does HUD owe you a refund? And it brings you to this search database. Now, I cannot give a full list, but what you can do is search by maybe common last names. And if you do that and then you search for all states, you will see everyone with the last name Allen that has homeowners insurance refunds with HUD. Their information is listed here. And these individuals live in New York, California, so they're all over the states. It has their case number here, which is, I guess, the case number with HUD. The termination date, I'm assuming, is when they finished paying their home insurance premiums. And this is the refund amount on the right. So some of these are low, like this is $10. Some of them are $2,100. I think they're just all across the board. Now, there are limitations with this site, as with anything. HUD does not condone or really deny the use of third parties, but you cannot get an application for reclaiming this refund if you're not the homeowner, and that's the downside. I've been trying to locate an application somewhere, and I'm sure it is out there, but I cannot locate it. So you could essentially call the homeowner and see if, let them know that this information is out here, and they would have to call this number or email and try to get a try to get the application and the process. Now if they do that, they may try to do it on their own. um, all we really need to do is find the application, the process, and then we can kind of take over from there. But see, that is the issue with this site, is it's hard to kind of penetrate through this particular process. And all agencies are so different, as we see with the bankruptcy court websites. The process is readily available, but with these individual sites right here with HUD, you can't find the information without being a homeowner. So that is the downside to it, but I don't think it's impossible. I think there just has to be a workaround. So let's see. And then if you check here, FHA refund alerts, it will tell you specifically here that please be advised the department does not sponsor a third-party tracer program. Third-party tracers are independent business enterprises involved in locating homeowners who may be entitled to a federal housing administrative FHA single-family mortgage insurance premium refund or distributive share payment. These firms attempt to match a homeowner with the government funds owed as part of a private relationship that the tracer is trying to establish. It is up to the third-party tracer to develop their client relationship and to ensure receipt of their fee. The department is not a party to any agreement, financial or otherwise, between third-party tracers and their clients. Under the Freedom of Information Act, the department makes available to the public a cumulative listing of unpaid distributive shares and mortgage premiums. Okay, so they're telling basically the homeowner that basically fund locators like us are out here, but they don't have an affiliation with HUD. And so, I mean, they're not telling you that you can't, reclaim these funds, but you have to I guess the homeowner is going to have the one to initiate the paperwork and try to find the paperwork, right? Because there's no way, I haven't seen a way where you can find the information. So if someone out there wants to maybe research this or find this, you could do this. Um, when you call that 1-800 number or the email address, it says you have to provide a name and property address. So, I mean, I don't think it's a good idea to maybe call as the homeowner, because then you'll get caught up if there's something that you don't know that they're asking for, like a social security number or something like that, right? So you're not going to be able to do that. But you may be able to work out a deal and a contract with a homeowner and let them know, I will assist you for a fee. So I'm just letting you know that this is something that is out here. Let's search for another, maybe like Smith, another common last name. Every time I see these sites, it makes me so upset because here are like hardworking American people. They have a house. It took them a lot to maybe find the money for their home. And then money is owed to them and it's just sitting here because of this system and their lack of resources or lack of care. And they just won't research to give people their funds back, especially now at a time when people need all their funds the most. So maybe that's my passion talking, but that's really frustrating. So if there's a way that we could find out how to help these people, that would be so great. And in turn, make a small commission out of it. But the main goal is to help these individuals, right? So this is the site. I just wanted to show you that this is here. If we can find a way to find the application and the process, if I find it, I'll let you know. I've been researching this, and it could be maybe on an individual state basis, and that's something else that I have not been able to figure out. But to be determined, right? I just wanted to show you that there are other claims out there. As always, I mean, the process is not always simple, but it could be worth it if you can find a way in, right? So just keep this in mind. And I also wanted to remind you that my course is available. The link is in the description box. My services are still available. My link is in the description box. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.